Coming up this week on Virginia Dirt Pirate. Well, this is a crazy signal. This was laying right on top of the ground pretty much, just up underneath some leaves a little bit. Is that it? That's it. What is it? What the hell? What the hell is that? Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week I'm going to be exploring a site that I was last at back in early spring of 2024. It's a very interesting site. It's way down at the end of a toe slope. There's an old cart path that leads out there that you could just barely make out. And down at the end of the toe slope, there's a footprint of an old house, and there's a pile of rock, and there's an area off to the side where they'd obviously been doing some dumping. I found some bullets and buttons and things down there in the past. I think the site dates from early 1800s to the late 1800s, so basically spanning the entire 1800s. I've hit the top of the toe slope pretty good, but I haven't hit the surrounding areas around the edge of the toe slope. And there's also a very interesting area down by the creek off the end of the toe slope where there's holes in the ground and there's some pipes and things. It kind of looks like they were pumping water up out of the creek at one point, so I want to check that out. The site is about a 20-minute drive from here and probably another 20-minute hike out to it. So tomorrow morning I'm going to get up good and early and head on out there, and we will see what's still in the ground. There's a big boy. Come on, buddy, get out of the road. What the heck? What you doing? Wow, you're gonna get run over. Yes, you are. You better move, man. You need some help? Okay. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, I'm gonna give you some help. Nope, he's gonna do it on his own. All right, just don't bite me now. Come on. Come on, the creek's down there somewhere. He was afraid he was gonna get run over. All right, back at it again. Following an old road down to a home site. You can just barely make out the tracks down through here. Haven't been to this site in probably about a year. It's an interesting site, not a really big site, but it's way down at the end of this toe slope. And you can tell it has some big trees down there and everything. It looks like a typical home site. But there's a small pile there, and there's the footprint of a house, and there's a lot of stuff in the ground, a lot of iron, a lot of nails. It looks like your typical cut nails pretty much. I think there's some of the type A cut nails there too. Looks like the site probably goes back to the early 1800s. One of those sites that I've just kind of tucked away in the back of my mind. meaning to get back to it someday. And today is the day. All right. And here we are at the site. This is down at the end of the toe slope. It's fairly well hidden. You wouldn't really know that there was anything going on down here. There is a little bit of modern junk here left by loggers, but you can see where the stand of pines ends, and it kind of transitions into deciduous hardwoods right down here at the end. And as we walk down in here, you can see that there is a depression in the ground here, which represents the footprint of the house. And you can see there are some foundation stones, and over here there's a little pile which has some stones and things in it, and that's about it. But there are nails and things scattered around. There are all kinds of signals coming out of the ground, and the toe slope ends probably about maybe 300, 400 feet in that direction, and then it drops very quickly down to the creek. So this is basically what the site looks like. I have explored it up here on the top. Today I'm going to explore down along the sides a little bit, and I'm also going to go down across this gully over here because I have a hunch that there might be something up on the other side. But we will see. And the first find of the day is a shotgun shell. Okay. All right. Here's something else that looks kind of interesting. It is very much in the shotgun shell range. But it's 4 bars down, so we'll go ahead and dig it. All right, manticore says it's out. And it should be somewhere right in this area. Let's see if the pinpointer can find it quickly here. And maybe, just maybe, it won't be a shotgun shell. Okay. Is that it? I thought it was further up here. Wow, what's going on here? What is going on? And it is, ta-da, another shotgun shell. Okay. All right, here's another one. Definitely in the shotgun shell range, a little bit deep. But we'll go ahead and dig it. All right, it is out. See if a pinpointer can find it. I just heard it. I probably heard the it probably hit the GoPro. Okay, wait a minute. Here it is. Somewhere. That it? Nope, it's a rock. Where the heck is it? What is that? I just saw something. Is that it? That's it. What is it? It's not a shotgun shell. Okay. It's got a hoop on it. Looks like a little piece of jewelry. Something from a necklace, maybe. Wow. Nice. Okay, this one's deep and it looks a little weird on the scan. So let's try it. All right. Manticore says it's out. Let's see what it is. This was pretty deep. This was pretty deep. It'll be very upsetting if this is a shotgun shell. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Daggone it. Rifle casing. The hell is that thing doing down there that far? Maybe it's a really old one. I don't know. All right. Interesting area here. Down at the bottom of the bluff. I got this big pipe right here. It looks like they were pumping water. There's something set up over here, and you've got this big hole over here. I don't know what this is for. I've seen this kind of thing before, where there's like a little trench like this dug, and you've got the creek literally right there. Very interesting, but it definitely looks like they were pumping water out of the creek at some point. This was laying right on top of the ground pretty much, just up underneath some leaves a little bit. Not far from where that pipe is over there. It's heavy. It has numbers on it. It looks like a gauge of some kind. That's very interesting. Huh. Heavy. It's very heavy. Alright, well I'm going to bring that home just for the fun of it. See if I can figure out exactly what it is. Probably some kind of a pressure gauge or something, I would imagine. Huh. Alright. It's got some iron around it, but it's very tight up in here. This is very likely a shotgun shell. But it's a good signal. It's exactly the right depth and exactly the right position, but we'll go ahead and dig it anyway. Okay. Down a little bit further. It's right down here somewhere. I know it's probably a shotgun shell, but what the heck. Okay. What the hell is that? Some kind of a little shield. Doesn't have anything on the back. What the heck is that? Has some kind of a... Huh. Rang up, it rang up kind of low. It's not silver, but it's not aluminum. What the heck is it? I wonder what that symbol is. It looks like a letter. Huh. Well, this is something I'm going to need to investigate. It's definitely a shield. I've seen that shape before. Let me get my phone out and get a better look at it. Huh. It looks like a script I or a script L. I wonder if this is a Civil War shield or something. I don't see any initials or anything on it. That's interesting. Okay. Huh. Alright, I'm going to have to do some research on that. Okay. Low ringer. Down a ways. I think there's something there, though. I don't think it's falsing. Could be a button. Possibly even a tomback. It's in that range. Alright, let's find out. Okay. Was not that deep. And it is... a mouth harp. Okay. Yeah, I guess it was down kind of in the brass range. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Wow, looks like an old one too. Very cool. Gonna work my way around the north side of the toe slope here. Do a little bit of detecting in this area. Looks kind of interesting. I don't know what's going on here. It's almost like there's a little terrace here. Just a few feet up above the creek though, not very far. But it's a nice open area here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it. See if I can find anything. Well, this is a crazy signal. It's not very deep. Could possibly be aluminum, but man. Last time I had a signal like that, it turned out to be a $50. This doesn't look like a $50. All right, let's dig it up and find out. Yep, right below the surface. I don't know what this is. What the hell? What the hell is that? What the hell? Okay, so this is old. It has a Victorian design on it. I can see that. Oh my God, this, I think this is silver. This is like the top to something. This is silver. This isn't aluminum. No wonder it was making so much noise. Oh my God. Yeah, that's silver. I can tell just by the way it looks. I think it has someone's initials on it. Yep. Wow, this is a silver cap. Ah, great day. It's big. It's huge. Wow. Yep, that's got to be silver. That's not aluminum. Oh my God. Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to take this down to the creek and clean it up. Wow, this is beautiful. This is silver all day long. It's even got maker's mark on it. I can see it. It's got something on it, some kind of a mark. Yeah, there's a maker's mark on it. Wow. Has someone's initials too. I can't quite make it out. Looks like L something. Wow, that's beautiful. Well, that makes my day. Incredible. Okay, so here's kind of a low one. It's kind of deep, so we'll see what that is. Okay. Manticore says it's out. Still reading steady about the same. Let's see if it's something more than just a low ringing shotgun shell. There it is. Daggone it. Daggone it. That's exactly what it is. Another shotgun shell. Man, there are loads of those shotgun shells around here. All right. Low 40s. All right, let's have a look. All right, Manticore says it's out. Should be right here somewhere. It sounds small. So let's see what it is. What is that? This is it. I don't know what it is. It's a little piece of something. Could be just aluminum. I'll check it out. Okay, heading back to the truck now. Very tired, very hot, kind of hungry. And I've got a lot of research to do. So I will see you when I get back home. All right, time for this week's wrap-up. I didn't find any coins this week, but I found plenty of other stuff. Starting with this. This is apparently an antique steam gauge from the late 1800s. It says Haas and Pfeffer, Reading, Pennsylvania, and I have no idea who they are, and I could find absolutely nothing about this company online. So if you've ever heard of them, please leave a comment in the comment section. It does, however, say American Steam Gauge Company, Boston, and I was able to look them up in the guidebook, and apparently this particular logo was used from 1880 to 1900. So at least I can date it to that point. These are very collectible, and there are people who restore them. I don't know whether this one is worth restoring or not, but either way, I will be hanging on to it. It's a very interesting piece, and we'll see what can be done with it. Aside from that, I found the usual shotgun shells, rifle casing. This appears to be a watch fob with someone's initial on it. I'm not sure whether that's a J or a T or exactly what it is, but it's very interesting. Also found this. This is apparently a small piece of jewelry off of a bracelet or necklace. Don't know what this is. I think this might be silver. I'm not sure. I got to look into it. Looks like a foot. But anyway, I'll check it out, see if I can't nail that down. Also found a mouth harp, or Jew's harp. Tried to figure out what the date on this would be. It's very likely 1700s, maybe early 1800s, but I really don't know for sure. Anyhow, it's a very interesting thing to find. And last but not least, we have this. This is apparently a cap to a clothes brush. It is a sterling silver cap made by Gorham Silver. And you can tell by the markings on it. These markings here indicate that it's Gorham Silver, and this piece was made in the 1900s. You can tell that by these markings. And on the other side, it has a style number, C606. And I have seen online, there are other pieces, not exactly like this one, but there are other brush caps and things that have the same exact pattern. So that's what C606 means. And the little bell on it indicates the year that this was made, which would be 1900. So this was a very interesting thing to find. Beautiful piece of silver work, and I am very happy to have it. Anyhow, next week, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. Right now, we're having a very intense heat wave. Temperatures are 95 to 100 degrees. And if that continues, next week, I will be staying close to home. I will probably put in a couple of hours very early in the morning and then spend the rest of the day sitting in front of the air conditioner. Anyhow, if you like what you saw today, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, dig it all, fill in your holes, and leave nothing but footprints.